Hello crows and non-crows alike, my name is Joe Mack, otherwise known as Support Crow, and happy 2024. Let's hope this one is a lot better. I know it's been like a few weeks of me not posting anything, but I really wanted to, kind of start things off right and kind of get some things up and running. Some stuff took longer than anticipated, but hey, that's life, You kind of got to keep going. What am I going to talk about first for like my first video of the year? Well, of course it's going to have to be Hogwarts Legacy, selling 22 million copies worldwide. It is technically remaining, the most sold game of the year, at least until Nintendo reveals what Zelda has done. I do want to point out, however, that this is not, 22 million copies sold in a year. People are saying in a year. This is technically not true. Hogwarts Legacy released in February 10th. We haven't reached February yet. So really 10 months and like a handful of weeks, it has reached 22 million copies, and that's amazing. But let's really dig deep into this article here with this interview from Interactive Entertainment President David Haddad. Now, out of everything that kind of makes me happy about this article, is it the teasing of future Hogwarts Legacy content? No. Is the teasing of other Wizarding World IP games potentially in the works? No. Is it that Hogwarts Legacy is so successful that it's basically up there with, Red Dead Redemption? No, that's not my favorite bit about this. My favorite part about this entire article is this bit right here. It brought Harry Potter to life in a way for gamers where they could be themselves in this world, in this story. And that's what the team at Avalanche set out to do when they were developing the game. And I think that's really why it resonated so well and remains the best-selling game of the year. Yeah, of course. If you go back and watch the videos from, Retro or Expecto Go or Ben Snow or Podcast Now, Lynette, Miranda, whatever, basically just, adoring over the fact that they can put themselves into the game, into this world. That is exactly what we wanted, and that is exactly what achieved, and I want to say that is exactly true about how it gained so much success, not because it was just, a Harry Potter game. There's been tons of Harry Potter IP games, but the reason why I think that this one is so successful, the reason why I think this one is why this success is such a big deal, it's because this is a genuine AAA Wizarding World game that's kind of set off on its own in familiar territory that allows us to do what we want, for the most part. Along with the article came with several stats like 707 million hours played, 1.3 billion magical plants harvested, 4.9 billion dark wizards defeated. But what's also cool is that this article talks about a series of other things coming from the Wizarding World gaming franchise, which is really awesome. As to what that is, so far what's only concerned is Quidditch Champions, which promises to be a well-rounded Quidditch experience. And of course there's that rumored horror game that we're not entirely sure what's going on there just yet. There's also some talk about a Wizarding World MMO game. I'm really praying for that one. And of course, additional Hogwarts Legacy content. And honestly, I hope we get more news about additional Hogwarts Legacy content, be that DLC or news of a sequel or short stories. I'll take anything. It's special in a way, it's the first, well, it's technically not the first game to really get us into it. Technically you have Hogwarts Mystery, but that's like behind paywall, so I'm gonna move that to the side. If you want me to say good things about Hogwarts Mystery, then I accept donations at however much, getting through those time gates, however many crystals you need to get through to increase the time it takes, to get energy. Yeah, that's it. But overall, Haddad says that these other games allows us, not Harry Potter, but us, the ability to get further and deeper into the Wizarding World. What that entirely means, I'm not entirely sure. But, I am looking forward to it. Now, I don't want to be a negative Nancy about anything about this. I am genuinely happy about everything this article says. ecstatic about the future of the Wizarding World and the kind of games that will be coming in, especially future RPGs if there are coming, and especially more Hogwarts Legacy. But I do want to point out a little thing I've noticed. So we have one Warner Brothers president, David Zaslav, who said one thing to a group of investors, saying that he wants to take the franchises and focus more on live service things. And then some weeks later, we have David Haddad going to essentially the public and saying a lot of things that we like. Again, we got one president saying one thing to another group of people, and we got one president saying something else to us, essentially. Does that necessarily mean something negative? Probably not, but then again, corpos do what corpos gonna do. Overall, however, I do believe that Warner Brothers is going to treat, the Wizarding World, Harry Potter franchises, Hogwarts Legacy, that whole thing, like the special golden child, the kid out of the group that is going to college, that's the one they're going to take care of. So I'm not overly concerned about anything. I just do find it kind of curious about one president saying one thing to investors, people actually putting money behind their projects versus what one president is saying to people who put money after the project is released. So that'd be what it'd be. Hopefully all of this culminates in something very spectacular and wonderful and magical, and hopefully a Wizarding World MMO that I get to enjoy every single day for the rest of my life. Until then, though, be safe, be well, be kind, and let's have a good year, everybody.